Sainte-Agnès Church, Quinan. The community of Quinan, previously known as the Forks due to the split in the Tuscarawas River, was likely established only some time after the formation of Argyll Township. Archaeological finds and surviving toponyms served as evidence of Mi'kmaq occupation and activity that predate Acadian settlement in the area. Although a precise timeline of their activities is lacking, it is known that a group of Acadian families living in the vicinity of La Pointe des Bains, or Sluice Point in English, eventually migrated up the river and cleared land. Intermarriage forged familial ties between the Mi'kmaq and Acadian peoples, such as between families of Laurent Muse and Mary Alexis, who was also known as Michaud. Loyalists also received land grants in the Forks in the 1780s, but many appear to have never been occupied. As the village developed, it remained attached to the St. Anne de Rousseau parish. However, sheer distance and inclement weather often prevented villagers from attending Mass. According to oral tradition, the community would gather in the home of Jacques Doucet, where they were led in prayer. They hoped to have a church of their own one day, a plight Father Henry L. Berth recognized. Thus, he enlisted the help of Acadians from the Argyll area to finance the construction of a chapel, Notre Dame de la Purification, and sought approval from the diocese to create a new parish in the late 1850s. Before long, it became apparent that population growth was beginning to limit available space. Accordingly, the chapel was succeeded in 1883 by Sainte-Agnès Church, built on land given by another member of the Doucet family, Jean Marais, son of Jacques, the latter of whom was locally known as Jim. Rectangular in form and measuring 50 by 35 feet, the new church held its first Mass on October 14th, 1883. Though primarily Gothic Revival in style, the church retains some Greek Revival trim. Arranged on the front gable plan, its central tower contains a balustrade at the base of its steeple. The church's foundation dates to the 1910s, when local stonemason Thomas Doucet oversaw the expansion of the building. Elevating and aligning the structure were complex tasks, which necessitated the use of mechanical jacks placed at regular intervals. Local craftsmen were responsible for furnishing the church's interior. Pews were installed much later in 1884. In 2024, Sainte-Agnès Church is no longer an active place of worship. Now consecrated, it is hoped that the building will find another purpose.